Hello, hello, welcome back to Gold Rush. I'm Hitman82, and it's Tier 3 day. Oh, we're good. So, today we see if this little guy can do the job. I have faith, he's gonna do it. Alright, so, one thing I noticed off screen after we finished last episode is, remember those big grates? The big heavy grates that were like $16,000? So, I watched back in the video, and I brought them home. But after I loaded up the save game, they're gone. They're not in the truck anymore. So that means that's another $16,000 we'll have to. I could probably cheat them in. I don't know. Maybe I'll just eat that cost as cost of doing business or some bad luck or whatever. Unexpected costs, like I don't know, medical costs. Who knows? Anyway, yeah, I think I can cheat and get the stuff a second time for $1, but you know what? We're not gonna. Yeah, I'm hemming and hawing about it. The reason why is I don't like doing that. So there. All right, let's hook this on, and this one. So let's see. We take that, hook it over here, and we should have 2 more cables here somewhere. Where are those cables? There they are. Alright, so yeah, today we're building our Tier 3 wash plant. It's actually the extended one, because I'm intending to, well, we've already purchased the duplex jigs. You can run it without. So why Tier 3? Well, the Tier 2 wash plant, you recover 7% of the gold in the dirt that you run. A basic wash plant, so that would be just down as far as the trommel and the miner's mats, I believe, will get you 14%, and then when you add on the duplex jigs and the hog pans, you're up to about 20, little over 20%. So that's about 3 times more gold than what we've been getting with the Tier 2. Well, isn't that great? Because we sure need that gold. Because yeah, I need to get this wash plant built and then sell this excavator and buy the front loader. And I have to have it done by midnight game time, because that's when the rent comes due and all Arnold says, gimme, 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 gimme. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'll cable on the stuff, and then for the trip across the yard I'll just kinda skip, like speed zip it through. So I'll shut up and then I'll do that. So yeah, I'll skip this part. Okay, so now I'll gently get this in here. Oh, I noticed that again at the after reviewing the previous video. Remember when I left the fuel or the generator going? Well, look, there's 75% of a bucket. When I went over and cleaned out the hog pan, I forgot about it. So I didn't actually run it. I went and I hit the button on the oh, let's get this in here. Hit the button on the generator, and then I didn't run the wavetable. Can I not go in there? Come on, get in there. There we go. It's not an exact science. Alright, so now I'll turn around and go back and get the next one, and I'll go zooming through that too, so that we can actually, instead of spending our whole time today watching me driving across here, we can actually run some dirt through the Tier 3 plant. Hopefully, assuming this thing does all the job. I think it will. So, here we go again. Buckle your seatbelt. Here we go. Zoom. Alright, so let's hook up the next bunch. So one trick is you can just disconnect and reconnect them again, or you can just grab the hooks off the ground. Sometimes if I can't reach the end of the hook, the easiest way, like for instance right here, it's just easier just to do it this way. Like so, and it jumps around a bit. Oh well, you think that jumps, wait till you see that duplex jig. I think that one's gonna skip a boot. Alright, lift, up you go. There's the next. So the purpose of these 2 sluices that you're seeing me move first here, the reason I'm loading up the wash plant, like building it the way I'm doing it, is just for ease of use, or ease to get in there with this little excavator. You don't have to be quite so fussy, I think, with the bigger one. And I hope this thing will lift that trommel and shaker. I'm pretty sure I'm okay in the rest of the stuff. Okay, here we go. Yeah, you see, if you look in the back of the truck, you see those meshes? Yeah, and on top of that were the grates, and they're gone. They're gone. I looked around the parcel. Someday we'll probably find them, but I couldn't. I looked around for a while, and there's no search function that I know of. Oh yes, kitty. Yep, I hit the record button. How'd you know? You're gonna start squawking, aren't you? Let's get these latched on. So, because I'm doing all this jumping around, I gotta remember to when to talk and when not to. So you're not missing anything. I'm not skipping any parts where I'm not saying anything. But I gotta just remember to narrate the parts where I'm running at normal speed. Alright, let's hook this on here. See how it jumps around. The jig's doing a jig. Alright, get this one on there. Sound everything. Yep. Alright, and we're off again. Oh, why is that cable looking all funny? Is that gonna snap? Nope, it's fine. Okay, let's back this one up and turn it. So this jig goes down right in front of where the other one was, or where the sluice boxes I just put in. Okay, here we are with the last duplex jig. Now you notice this has a little hole on this. Now that when you pick this up, it's best to pick it up in such a way that it's gonna be oriented the proper way. Because if it's not, then it won't work. There we go. So that's why you'll notice on these, you see I picked them up so the hole was facing out this way, where this stuff will come out of the end of that and go into the hog pan, which you'll see there soon enough. And up here, these sluice boxes, see they've got these fins on the side. Think of it like a funnel. So it's trying to collect all the stuff. Now there'll be more mats, miner's mats going in here, so that as the stuff flows over, it'll get trapped. You'll see that shortly. So yeah, when you see me picking stuff up, take note, if you're trying to do it yourself, take note of the direction things are facing when I pick them up. And unless I mess it up, then you'll at least have some idea of how exactly I'm doing it. So if you're trying to emulate that and use this little guy, then you can. Oops, I'm gonna drop that down. I had to pause for the cause for a moment. I had a little kitty was not happy, as usual. We go through this every recording, don't we? Seems. Say, hey man, is that cat ever happy? No, she's not. She's a cat. That's how. That's like the definition of cat. Never happy. All right. Now you'll notice I'm not shutting the excavator down. Well, I'm not really fussed about it because we're going to be selling it long before we have to refuel it. And I want to burn up that fuel so they don't get a bunch of free fuel, because they're certainly not going to pay me for it when I give them sell them an excavator back at half the price I paid for it. Ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's not like I bought it new. Oh well. Let's lift this up. Let me see here. Is this what I want? No, this is not what I want. Because what I want, this is the part that goes from the shaker, to the thingy doofer. It extracts the bigger rocks that don't go through the system. So it just kind of goes from the shaker and then sticks out and does its own thing. Okay, so let's do this. And so what we want to do is we want to hit that from another side. Okay, and we want it this way. So pay attention to the arrows. I'm just gonna steer the whole track. Ordinarily, I would have just driven straight in here, but wasn't prepared. Wasn't thinking. Cat squawking at me, it's distracting. Yeah, that's it. Distract a cat. Oh, is that what we want? I'm not particularly fussed about setting the park and brake on this because it's not going anywhere. He says, and he turns around and the thing's over in the hog pan area now that all the dirt's gone. No, where were you before when I could have dug out the whole thing with an excavator? That would have been sweet. Yeah, maybe they'll give us a little bobcat excavator or a skid steer or something to get in there and work instead of just a shovel. Okay, this part can be a little bit tricky. So let's try and get these cables outside here. Maybe I should do it this way. So I don't think I can get the bucket low enough that I'm able to reach the cables from the other side. Well, we'll see. That's about as low as we can go. Better set the brake on this one. Okay, so I think that's from here. Get that one on there. That one on the... Oh, not quite far enough. You can lift... There's some lifting points a little higher up, but I don't know if... like right here. I suppose I could try lifting them that way. Is that for this? Yes. We'll try it. Try it from here. So let's move that one. It's only an itty bitty excavator. You can't reach those ones that are way far away. And grab this last one. So this is the shaker. This is where it all begins. Because it shakes the, see the biggest rocks that you don't even want to deal with go down this grizzly, down this grate, and fall off the side. And then the other big ones come through here, and shaking across the top, and they go down that sluice I just installed. And then the rest of it, that's smaller, goes down the next sluice I'll be installing. Which hook are you? This one? Alright. That one reaches. I'll grab this one again. Get in there and over to here. Oh, you don't quite reach. Okay, that's fine. We can deal with you in a moment. So I could have used the 5-meter cables on here and I wouldn't have to do quite so much messing around. Alright, so it looks like I messed up the order. Hopefully he watches ahead before you try this yourself, but I had to put this on before the rock grate and the shaker. But oh well, I think I can still get this in there, I think. Yep. Alright, so when you do this, it's best to install the one I just did. You can let's see, you could drive right up here and place it much easier, and then you put the rock grate and then the shaker on. The one first, it's the S rock, the small rock sluice is what I meant to say, not a grate. So that one I just installed is called the ST sluice box, I think. The ST, it's from shaker to trommel. All those letters, that's what they mean. Okay, so I'm taking these off and just dropping them here. They kind of blend in, but I know they're here. I don't have time to mess with them. I gotta get some dirt running here. I gotta get this thing built first. We still got at least one more trip to town. So because we'll have to go back and then purchase the loader. And we'll want to, we got to get those grates and some other stuff. Oh, the hog pan setup, well, I'll need to purchase that. So yeah, we've got at least 2 trips to town. I'll probably do the hog pan setup the second trip. Alright, so let's get this up here. Position. So we had to use the 5M cables, 5-meter cables, instead of the 4s, because the 4s don't quite reach on this. Alright, and we'll get this in nice and close without crushing the trommel, because that will be bad. Is that near the center? Center-ish. Alright, so now that one to there. Oh, there. Get our cables set out on the ground, so it makes it a little faster now to hook it all up. Last one. They're kind of hard to see though. Need to put some orange paint on the ends of the hooks. That's what I've done on my own. And then every, I don't know, 6 to 10 links, depending on the size of the chain. I'm using chain, not cable. I painted it so that when it's laying on the ground in the woods when we're hauling logs and stuff, you can see the chain, because it's got yellow paint on it. The same with the hooks. I didn't have any orange. Okay, let's get this down there. Come on. Gently. There we go. Tier 3 is now all the work with the excavator is done. So now I'm going to drive this back over and sell it. And then we're going to load up and head to town to purchase some more equipment. We need those grates that disappeared on me. I'll have to unload the truck first. And then we're going to get the rest of it set up. I think we'll be able to run some dirt. Unfortunately, where I'm doing these little zip fast things, the travel, it's hard to gauge what my time is, so I don't know if it's going to be a long episode or a short one. I guess we'll see. It'll be what it is. Okay, so this is where you sell the excavator, so we'll sell that. There's almost $20,000, that'll help. Okay, we've got a whole bunch of stuff to drop out here. So as you can see, there's 6 of these here, but no grates. So we're just unloading here, and then we're going to go to town, get those grates. Whoops. One of those racks, okay, it popped up and it dropped here. There's 6 of these. Hope they don't glitch through the ground and disappear. Looks like one more miner mat. Yep. Drop it there. Okay, we're good to go. Now, I'm not gonna go get fuel yet because I'll wait and then I can fuel up the what do you call it? The loader once it's here. So right now I'm heading to get those grates. And I don't know if I can fit the hog pens in this trip. But like I said, I gotta go back again for fuel. Oops, I better slow down. I'm gonna pop another tire. Okay, I'll pause and skip this part. I'll see you where we're buying the loader. Okay, let's go buy that loader. We'll run in, buy that, and transport it. And then head over to the store, grab those grates. I don't know if we're even gonna get the run dirt today. I was thinking we would, but I think I yacked more than I had planned. No, wow, that's amazing. And when have you ever? Yeah, okay. So there's our, yes, we know, you can pause and read that if you need to. It's basically telling us we need to transport it. And whoops, and transport that, order it, 1,500 bucks. Okay, it's back in the parcel now. Let's head over to the shop. So now I could probably cheat right now to get these grates because they are $3,600 a piece and we need 4. So I could pay $4 or $14,500. But you know what? We're just gonna take it as, well, that's just the game and you can live with it. I could have cheated, but I'm not gonna. So there you go. I had every right to. Disappearing grates. Alright, there's our grates. Oh my gosh, extra $16,000 we didn't need to spend. We'll come back and buy that stuff. And the reason I didn't grab it now is I just want to get back and get the loader fueled, and then come back to town again to get the rest of the stuff. I probably could have piled it all in here, but I would still have to do 2 trips anyway because I want to get as much fuel as I can before my money evaporates at 1 a.m. So I'll see you back at the ranch. Yeah, here we are home again. There's the loader. So what we're gonna do is go drop these grates off. You know what? I might just put them straight in the thing just to, then they're done. Okay, so actually what we're gonna do now is we'll build up the rest of the wash plant. I think I'll have enough time to do that and still fuel up the loader and get back to buy the rest of the stuff because, oops, I'm stuck on these hoses. But that's where we put the diff lock on. Okay, so let's park here. Switch to my mouse. Whoops, get out of the way. Oh, come back, you. I see you, grates. Well, this is where they go. So these grates are for the sluice box that goes from the shaker to the trommel. So these will have some pretty big rocks going through them. So this is just to kind of shake the any gold dust off those bigger rocks, and then also to and it gets rid of the bigger rocks. I think, is that right? And it gets that gold. I think actually it shakes it off the bigger rocks, but the rocks continue to pass into the trommel. So it's just kind of a first grab. So there's a spot here, a bucket goes in here. Oh my gosh, and I'm stuck. And you have a little shovel like this, and you go along and you dig the stuff out. You'll see the dirt under the grates, and you dig it out and you put it in the bucket. Okay, let's close that up. And we're gonna go get our fuel. We could do that, or we could load. Well, we can do that bit when it's getting darker, because right now we want to be able to see what we're doing, don't we? A hog pan bit. I'm not gonna fuss too much about showing that because you've seen me set up a hog pan already. May even do that off screen. Well, I wanted to show the whole tier 3, so I guess I better. Alright, so, oops, I guess, because some dummy went and just dumped the stuff on the ground here. I gotta load up those mats and stuff. Come on now. I'm having some traction issues all of a sudden. Whoops, I can better shut that off. I'm switching between my keyboard and mouse and my controller, so I'm flopping around a bit. Okay. I'll speed up past this stuff. Okay, so now all these go in here, so we got 6 per side. So I'll do some bouncing around for that. Okay, I don't think we're gonna have time to run dirt today, I'm sorry. I had planned on it, but as usual, this has taken longer than I expected. Guess we'll see. Unless I go a longer video. Maybe I will. I don't know. I'm kind of just on the fence, playing it as it comes, tackling the problems as they show up and punch me in the face. $16,000. Yikes. And the worst part is when I was setting out my budget of what I needed and how much it was going to cost, I forgot about those. So I didn't even have the one set on my on the radar, and I ended up having to buy it twice. So that's $32,000 less than I thought I would have here. So on my budget. So, geez, I hope I'm not launching any of these upwards. So these grates, if they are not installed in this over these minor mats, your gold will wash out. So any gold that gets collected in those mosses will then just slowly leach out and disappear, which is the opposite of what you want to do. Let me see. Well, you know what? I could probably load this up from here. It's starting to get dark. I'd have to turn on the generator and set up the light here. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Wish I could jump like this in real life. Well, I sure hope this isn't annoying to watch, because, I don't know, it might bug me, I suppose. Lots of things bug me that don't bug you, so hopefully it's okay then. 2 more mats. Oops, stuck. There we go. 1 more mat. The floor is lava. I'm burning to death. Alright, now we've got just these 3 grates to go on, and then there's the this sluice goes from it's the T as in trommel, DJ. This is the duplex jig, sluice box. So this is where I think we'll get the majority of our gold is out of this system here. Now you may have noticed this machine called a nuggetator. It's for cleaning out those minor mats. Those, you know, it holds 6 of them, so you just do 2 washouts with it, and then you don't have to fill buckets full of water and then do them like the ones off the hog pans. Okay, I know I'm moving the screen around a lot, but that's just the way it is, the way it's gonna be. Whoops. So what I want to do is I want to keep all my power, everything kind of in one area here, because I want to be able to turn things on and off all in one spot, and when I want to fuel things, all the fuels here. Let me see. So the first thing we need to do is hook this up and run up here. Give that cable a yard up here. Take the slack out of it, and we want to run our. This is the power to our trommel. So it needed power because it turns. Now we'll get our next cable, and we'll hook it up here. Oh, it's getting dark. Turn my little light on. There we go. Well, darn, I'd hope to show this in the light. Okay, I really need to be careful of my time here. I'm at 21:42. 22:42. Yeah, I think I need to fuel up that excavator and get to town and buy that stuff. I've got like 2 hours. Okay, well that was the power. Let's hook up the water too. We'll just grab this water hose. I've got another one for the pump. Okay, we'll haul that over this way. I'm just taking the slack out of it here just to make it look a little tidier. Don't even have time for that. I don't know why I'm doing it, but hey, that's me, right? That's what I do. So I'm hitting my right mouse button here, see it's kind of pulling the knots out of it. Come on, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. We're short on time. Get this down here, throw this here so I can hook it up to the pump when I get it going. Alright, we gotta get to town. Oh, I hope I didn't push it too long. Now, watch out for stakes. We gotta go and grab. Oh yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I got 2 hours left to fuel the excavator, get to town, buy fuel, and buy the hog pan setup, because then I'm probably gonna owe a bit of money. And I think those grates that I had to go buy are gonna be, they're gonna hurt. Oh, they're gonna hurt a lot. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about filling those little fuel cans. They use so little. Okay, so this is a bit of a bear to fuel up, and I'll show you why here in a minute. So you grab the fuel thing. Whoops, can you see it? Here, I'll turn on my light. You grab this. You can't reach it. You actually have to kind of hop up on the thing and hold it. There we go. If I let go, see I fall. Come on, fuel up, fuel up. We got less than 2 hours. Yeah, this is going to be a longer video. Oh well. I'm stuck. There we go. Hurry, hurry, hurry. So that will gain an extra 20%. So I think one of these, I can fill this up about 3 times maybe before it's empty. So this will get us at least a whole clean out, I hope. Or a whole, you know, fill the wash plant. Okay, now I will pause while I travel to town and get that fuel. Oh my gosh, I'm really pressed for time. So I said I'm really pressed for time, and I stopped the video to drive over here. And my tire blew like almost as soon as I stopped recording. So I've been driving along, limping along. I don't have time to change the wheel until I purchase stuff. So you know what, we're just going to park out here in the street. Anyone doesn't like it, they could tow me. Good luck. Okay, so we have to get in here, purchase the stuff, and we got an hour. Okay, so we need basically a hog pan setup, and I sure hope I haven't forgotten anything else, because it's going to be, I'm not going to have much money here. 2 of those, hog pan pump. Okay, we want 2 of those. Good thing I didn't, I was going to buy those ones, wasn't I? Anyway, good thing I didn't. Okay, we want 12 of those. Alright, that's the whole setup. Do I want another light? No, we're good. Okay, $1,300. Oh, that's not too bad. Got 26,000 left. I popped the tire, so I'll have to replace that. Am I going to need any other parts? We'll hope no. Oh, maybe a wave jet. We'll buy one more wave jet. I think that's it, unless I leave my lights on, and then I'm in trouble. Okay, we're good. Let's get this ordered up. Alright, so now we're not as pressed. So the first thing I need to do is replace that truck tire. Oh my goodness, it's dark. You know what I'm going to do? The first thing I'm going to do is, see this? I'm putting these mats on the things here, so when I load them up, I don't have to deal with a bunch of mats. You probably can't even see anything, can you? Well, we'll go a little bit longer here. We're almost done for today, I think. I'd hoped to get the whole Tier 3 set up today, but we'll just wrap up with, I think, installing the hog pans, and maybe we'll do one scoop. How's that? Would one scoop satisfy you? And why did I buy so many hog pans? Or pads? Okay. I needed 8 and I bought 12. Oh well. Okay, let's go replace that wheel. Gotta take this off first, or when I jack this up, you have to get things out of the truck and everything, because if you don't, the chances are the gas can doesn't seem, the fuel can doesn't seem to go too crazy, but even then, yeah, it's just things get launched. So there's a broken wheel. You've seen me do this before, so I'll pause here until we get back to the parcel. Having said that, as soon as I pause, look at this. Is that gonna work? See, that's not jacked up high enough, so I have problems. I'm gonna have to move the truck now to be able to do this. Oh, why must you do this to me? Okay, it's like it doesn't like the pavement. That's what I'm finding. So if I just pull over here, even though it's not level or anything, see, the truck's leaning and everything else, but I think, let's turn our light on again. At least we get a street light. See, now it's not sunk in the ground, so it'll work. Before it wouldn't let me take the wheel off if I'd put that up all the way. I was gonna pause, but yeah, I will until I'll start us up again in half an hour game time when we get our we see the damage. All right, here we go. Here's the. Let me see. We ran very little. We got 166 ounces. Yeah, $60,000 in rent, 2,200 in the loan. We are at minus 37,000. Okay, well, have I killed us? I don't know. Guess we'll see. I don't think that little bug with the grates helped us too much, did it? Where'd that other hog pan go? There it is. Okay, well, I'll continue to load up. Hopefully we're not dead in the water now. Yeah, we're pretty minus some money. That tier 3 better pay. If it doesn't, we're in trouble. I'm gonna leave these mats here for now. I'll deal with them later. Well, I guess I could throw them in the truck. Well, get in there. Can I close this? Alright, let's throw these last mats because I'm gonna just have to sell them anyway. Now, I still have my hog pan over at the hog pan area. I still have that one because there's probably still a little bit more dirt in there that I may have to just bite the bullet. I'll just make sure I don't run out of fuel, like fuel in the little cans. I'm hopeful our first clean out's going to be good enough that we're not going to have to worry. Okay, I'll pause till we're back again. Alright, I'm back at the parcel. I've hooked up like I fired up the generator and put this light on here so we can see what we're doing. Okay, now we have our hog pan set up. Here's the first one, plunk. Second one, plunk. Oh, that's handy having the miner's mats already in there. We'll pick this up in such a way that, there we go. This is a pretty tight fit to go through that narrow spot with the rocks when we're driving back home. Made it though. I didn't get stuck or anything, but I have before. The first time I had a work light hanging out. I'm gonna just drop this here. I know I'm gonna need it at some point soon, so because I'll be hopefully running some dirt at some point. Okay, and we'll finish our setup here. My gosh, this ended up, yeah, I know, ended up longer. I'm sure it's gonna be a long episode, but that's just the way it is. Okay, and that wheel is busted, so we want to get rid of that. I'll have to take that stuff up to sell. Okay, now next up we need some buckets to put in under the jigs. I know it's whipping around, but look at my money. I gotta work. I have work to do. I'm not gonna make any money unless we're out there digging dirt and putting it through the wash plant. Okay, so there were those buckets. We're gonna need. This is gonna be annoying for you to have it zipping around. Sorry, just the way it is. We're going to get 5 buckets, and we're gonna keep jumping around here. Let's drop 1 bucket. Two empty buckets. Yeah, my count impression's terrible. At least I can still count though. 1 more. Okay, so what I'm doing here is, in preparation for my clean out, which I'll eventually get to, I'm filling up these buckets with water. So if I can get in here, is that to I think the pump's running. So we take that and plug it in there. We're filling up the bucket of water. So 2 of these will be for the miners, the hog pan mats. You've seen me do that before. Except instead of scooping in the brook, I'm just filling up this way. The other 3 are for those miner mats that are up above the duplex jig. So you'll see that on my next clean out, my first clean out, whenever that'll be. Hopefully we don't run out of money beforehand. Okay, so there's our buckets. I'm just going to set them out and get ready. And we're almost ready to run dirt. Just got to run a few more things. We got to hook up a little bit more power and water. Let's see, we'll put these over here. 1 more here. So yeah, so like I said, these buckets are just in preparation for my clean out later. And 1 here. So like the hog pan mats, these miner mats up here, it's 4 per bucket. So as you can see, there's 6 in each. So that's 12 divided by 3 is, or divided by 4 is 3. So we've got 3 buckets. So, okay. Oh, and we'll need a couple buckets for the clean out up above. So I'll stick 1 here. The other one we'll put up above. And by up above, I mean up here. So we're slowly getting things ready to go. Whoops, I'm stuck. Go. And another jump. See, and this bucket goes here for scooping into. So now, see, there's a little scoopy thing. So I'd scoop in here and then dump in here. All right. What's next? We need, where's that water pump? Oh, it's over at the thingy. Let's get up here, crunch. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I thought I could get all this tier 3 done in half an hour. I've been recording for about an hour and 15 or so, so I don't know what we're going to end up with. Probably a 45-minute video. Oh, a good thing I didn't break something there. Must be the tire I just replaced. Okay, oops, put this in. Yeah, I know I'm recording it at night and it's hard to see. It's just the way it should be, the way it is. If I go till morning, it's costing us money to not be mining. But on the plus side, we're going to have a full episode of Tier 3 setting up. So if you're setting up your Tier 3, well, to be honest, you could do all this and not bother with those the two duplex jigs, which are about 50,000 a piece on hard mode. Same with the hog pans. You can't really do them without the duplex jigs. So they gain us maybe 7%. So they're worth doing. Okay, and I got a bunch of stuff in the back here I'm gonna have to go sell. Okay, there's our hose. Water pump. Now this water pump I think I'll just use when I'm actually doing the clean out. So it's gonna be kind of separate. Somewhere here I got a green hose. Can't see. If I can't see, you can't see. Nobody sees. You see? Alright, let's hook that one on there. It's a bit of a mess. I'll clean it up later. I just honestly I gotta get going here. So this is for the hog pen area actually. So it was kind of a spare. Well, we'll just put the spares here, I guess. Same with this cable. Let me see. Is there anything else? Yes, we need this big hose here to connect to the inlet here. We want to go around this way. Oh, what a jumbled mess I weave. There we go. I'm gonna just go over here. Oops, let's kind of pull that back this way a bit. There we go. And up to here. There. So now we've got... Oh, I don't like the look of that. Sorry. We're gonna have to change that a bit. Here we go. Alright, now turn the line in. Close enough. Alright, so now we've got our water hooked up. Now we need to hook up the water from this pump. Where is it? There. And we need to hook up this first hog pan. And then, where did I put that other green hose? It's so dark. Oh well. The stuff you need to see if you're setting up your wash plant, you should have no problem seeing it. Oh, come on, don't be like that. Get in there. There. Let's just go kind of way. Get through here. Alright, let's see if we can get that straightened up. Just trying to route the hoses so they're not in my way when I'm doing my cleanup. There. Okay, there's our two hog pans running with water. Now we need the power, which means I need to take this. Ooh, it's dark. And plug it in where? Over here. Turn that one on. This one off so we don't have to listen to that water. Okay, there we go. I just switched that, which means that frees up these two. We need two thin power because we need to hook up power over to the jigs. So let's get that on there. There's one jig. Where'd that other thin power go? I think that was over here. Yep, and then I've got another thick power and a power cord and another hose. So I bought the splitter and stuff thinking I had a second light, and I don't. And I can't buy one now. Okay, let's try and route this back over here, same as the other. And a little more. There we go. Good enough. And then over to here. How's that look? Good enough. Alright, there we go. Did I hook up everything up here? There's a trommel spinning. Shaker shaking. Doesn't have water yet, just because I don't have that other generator on. Okay. It looks like if I fire up this other generator. Now let's have we'll do a final run through here. My gosh, it's going to be light by the time I get to actually fire up that loader. Okay, this has water. This does not have water. Why does this not have water? I think I left the hose down here. Yep. So we want to hook that to the electric pump. There we go.
So the shaker is now operational. These are operational because I put the things in there. The grates. And we've got our trommels running and it has power. And then you come down here, the miners mats are all in with the grates on them. These have power, so they're working. These have water, so they're working. Our entire wash plant is now operational. So let's shut it all down again. Okay, and finally, it is time. Except you can't see. It's 4 in the morning. Well, we got our loader going anyway. And it's full of fuel and it's all ready. So I'm going to take the first scoop and dump it in, and then I'll fire up the wash plant and we'll watch it go through, and then we're going to call that tier 3 done, tier 3 setup done. And my gosh, my planning was just absolutely awful for this. I mean, everything went okay. It's just my my timing was really, can't believe this is still the same episode when I was setting up the plant in the first place. Okay, so there we go. So we don't want to take too deep a scoop because it'll wreck gold. I think I explained that already with the excavator knocking down the dirt would ruin it, and it's the same with the loader. What happened here? Oh, I don't have the diff lock on. I was wondering why I couldn't reverse. And yes, I know this is dark. You'll see plenty of this loading in the daylight, but I just wanted to demonstrate the wash plant, not the loading. So we go up onto this, and then we dump that in. And you can get, I do about 4 scoops. See, this is 19, 22 is kind of full. So that was not quite a full load there. But, so you do 4 scoops. What I've been doing to save fuel is run 4 scoops, then turn this on, load another scoop, and then by then everything's washed through. And then I shut her down again. So let's, I want to fire this one up first. And that makes sure all the water's running to everything. And then we fire this up to fire up the trommel and the shaker. Okay, so we've now got dirt running through the plant. So it's shaking it through. See, you can see some rocks flying down that way. Went down that sluice. The rest is going through here. See? Is that empty now? Yeah, okay, the wash plant's empty already. So then it goes down into here, goes through the trommel, which spins you, whee! And then it goes through here, and the gold is captured in those mats. Everything else goes across those grates down into here, where it then gets separated out into pay dirt, and then the rest of the stuff goes in here, then into these mats. So as you can see, these mats have 1%. Everything's got 1%. So it all worked. Everything's good. That's how you test it. Without going and you do a whole bunch of dirt and then realize you didn't put the grates on the miner mats and you lost it all. So when I shut her off, I'm just doing it this way. Okay, that's the whole plant shut down now. 2 switches. Excellent. Okay, we now have our tier 3 set up, and again, apologies for the darkness. There's nothing I can do about it. You can see how long it takes to set it up. Basically takes you a day. And we have our tier 3 setup on Old Arnold. So thank you so much for joining me. If this video is helpful to you, hit like, and you know, if you want to put in a comment in the comments and tell me, hey, this helped me, thank you, that would be excellent. And the thumbs up is good too. And if you have any comments to add or suggestions, put them in the comment section. And I will see you next time. Bye for now.